What if the bleakest, most terrifying philosophy ever written is also the one that sets you free? I recently went through a dark night of the soul. A feeling that everything, including every good deed, is just a delay of an inevitable end. I went searching for a thinker who understood this despair not as a flaw, but as a truth. What I found was a philosophy so brutally honest, it was fatal to its own author. This is the story of Philipp Mainländer, a 19th-century German poet-philosopher. To read him is not an intellectual exercise, it's a physical blow. You finish a page feeling winded. While other philosophers offer a hero's journey or a happy ending, Mainländer offers a funeral march. And he didn't just write it. At the age of 34, standing by the philosophy he crafted, he ended his own life. What kind of ideas are powerful enough to command that ultimate loyalty? This isn't casual pessimism. It's not an old man in an armchair, sighing about life's troubles. This is a full-blooded, logical argument for the void, followed to its final, personal conclusion. Consider this your warning: viewer discretion is advised. What follows is not easy listening. It is a confrontation. So, let's understand his core argument. Mainländer starts with God. But not a loving creator. He imagines God as a singular, unified absolute being. And this God, according to Mainländer, committed a form of cosmic suicide. The Big Bang wasn't an act of love, but an act of self-destruction. God wanted to stop existing. Therefore, the universe we live in is not the beginning of something. It is the aftermath. Reality is the corpse of a dying God. Everything we see, matter, time, space, our own individuality, are just the shattered fragments of that one unified whole. We are the broken pieces of a divine death wish. We are not living in a creation story. We are living in a prolonged funeral. This changes everything. If the universe is moving toward anything, it is not perfection or progress. It is moving toward final destruction, toward nothingness. What we call life is not a process of growth, but a process of exhaustion. A slow, relentless running down. This explains the deep suffering at the core of existence. Mainländer attacks Schopenhauer's famous will to live. Nonsense, he says. There is a deeper, more fundamental drive, the will to death. Everything, every person, is unconsciously yearning for the silence of non-being. Our struggles, our achievements, they are just ways of delaying the inevitable. We are all being pulled toward a state of rest we cannot name. Think of your own suffering. We often blame our circumstances. If I just had more money, a better job, a different relationship, then I wouldn't suffer. Mainländer dismisses this. The problem isn't that your life is going badly. The problem is that you exist at all. Suffering is the proof. It is evidence that existence itself is a flawed state. You suffer because you are something instead of nothing. This flips our entire moral framework. If existence is the fundamental error, then ethics has only one purpose: to reduce harm. There is no grand heroism in being good. No romanticizing your pain as a divine test or a character-building journey. Morality is simply damage control. Minimizing the suffering of other fragments as we all move, slowly, toward the same end. So, what do we do with this? Mainländer is not giving life advice. He is not telling you to adopt his philosophy. He is screaming for you to wake up. To stare, without illusion, at the machinery of existence. His gift is not hope. It is something rarer, brutal intellectual honesty. There is a strange liberation in this. Imagine a person diagnosed with a terminal illness. The initial shock is devastating. But eventually, that clarity can fill them with a profound gratitude for each remaining day. To know the worst-case scenario is to be freed to live within it, fully. Mainländer hands you the terminal diagnosis for reality itself. The end is nothingness. Death is the final release, not heaven or hell, but simple, silent cessation. Once you accept this worst-case scenario, you can stop chasing empty progress and stop fearing a mythical future. You can bounce back from the despair, because you've already faced the ultimate truth. If this journey into philosophy's darkest valley changed your perspective, please support our channel. Give this video a like and subscribe to Winds of Thought for more explorations of the ideas that shape our world. In the face of such a truth, what becomes most important to you?